Hi, Steve and Laura. My name is Jason, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about who I am, talk a little bit about my family, and just kind of try to explain to you why I'm so passionate about your house. So, like I said, my name is Jason Batura. I grew up in a small ski town in Vermont called Stowe. I don't know if you know it, but just beautiful place in the mountains, which really sets the tone for my life. I really love the mountains. I love the outdoors, skiing, rock climbing. I have a cousin in Utah, in Park City. I love to go out and visit him. We love to go. She doesn't ski, despite trying a number of times, but we love, and honestly lately just going to Tahoe and renting a house, and just kind of literally playing house.
Yeah.
Because we don't have one. But just love it in the mountains where it's relaxing and away from work and stress. For a job, I am a senior corporate counsel at Cisco. In other words, I am the open source attorney for the company. I'm actually the only person who does that job with the whole company, which is kind of crazy. So I work on a lot of setting up open source software projects, working with the open source community, but a little bit of everything. I'm also the product attorney for our developer tools and platforms organization. I support, our salespeople trying to do deals with customers, product development. I work pretty closely with engineering. So anyway, lots of software, lots of stress. That's our cat, Josie. I swear there's no way you can, well, if you know anything about cats, that couldn't have been planned. But anyway, let's just keep rolling. So, I work a lot. I've lived out here for 10 years. I've been practicing. She's just gonna lie down. Oh, baby. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. Shoot first. We'll deal with it in the editing room. I've lived here for 10 years. I've been practicing law for 10 years. I've been working, in technology for 10 years. And it's probably hard to tell, but I'm still in a studio apartment. This is hilarious. I think we're blurred now, and she is the only thing that's in focus, which is awesome. I live in a studio apartment, kind of in the heart of the city.
I have two roommates.
Oh, we didn't really introduce. This is my lovely and talented girlfriend, Mia. I'll let her explain a little more.
I'm Mia. I grew up in Southern California. I went to study environmental science and policy at Columbia, and now we work for the state of California in energy policy, helping California reach our greenhouse gas reduction goals. And your house is so beautiful. And
well, so what I wanted to say was, this is actually serious, and it is the situation. Like I said, I've been practicing law for 10 years. I've lived here for 10 years. But I live in a studio apartment. It's rent control, so I stay here. She lives in a roommate share thing in the Mission. We've been dating for 9 years. I think we met 1 year after I moved here. So we've been dating for 9 years. She went to New York for a while, got her graduate degree at Columbia. We did long distance for 3 years.
Yeah.
So, and as you can imagine, it's really hard for us to take the next step in our life. We want to get married. We want to have a family. You already met the current main member of the family, Josie. But I grew up with dogs, from Vermont, from the woods. She did as well. Really want a dog. We want to have kids in a couple years. We want to live together. I don't know if I made it clear. We don't live together because there's just no space. I have a 400 square foot apartment. You're seeing it. This is the apartment. And it's just time, right? My 36th birthday is in 2 weeks, and it's just time to take the next steps in our life. And I've been looking for a long time for us, but I'm the money man on this one.
I work in the public sector.
She's doing the good work. I'm doing the work that pays something. But we've been looking for like over a year, and nothing really just felt right. I was starting to think I really want to be in San Francisco. That's another thing. Like, I moved here from the East Coast. She moved here from LA to be in San Francisco. Like, love the whole Bay Area, love California, but like I didn't really move here to live in like Orinda or moved here to be in San Francisco. Like, we love the city. We love, it's just a beautiful city. So much to do culturally, all that stuff. And it's, been looking at, we thought we were going to have to settle in Oakland and just to get something that's going to be able to fit like, a family. But then we saw your place, and I've honestly been looking at maybe buying a house like in Tahoe if I couldn't find something here, because I just love being in the mountains and stuff. And then we saw your place, and it's the right size. Like, everything we've seen is either too big or too small. I love that it's on a hill. I love it's on the mountains right there. Like, life at elevation is so important to me. This is even so, and then it got even better. Our wonderful real estate agent Pat sent us some information about you guys, or just like your contact info. We were, as people do, like looking up Instagram, stuff like that, and it was kind of weird. And I'm only saying this because like it's not like it was like, oh yeah, we like the same stuff, so like you should sell us your house, because that's not how this works. But it was still kind of weird. And the point is, it gives me great confidence that this could be the right place for us. Just looking at you guys and looking at your family, it seems like very similar, like similar priorities, similar interests. So for example, I mentioned that I grew up in Vermont. So of course, like, when I was in, high school in the 90s, listened to a ton of Fish, etc. I happen to notice that, Steve, your Instagram and your Twitter handle was Pork Tornado, which is kind of funny. That's a serious deep cut. Like, we're not talking Oysterhead. We're talking John Fishman's side project in the late 90s, early 2000s, which is incredible. And I thought you actually might find this interesting. So Fishman lived in Waitsfield, which is where my high school was. So he was the graduation speaker at my 8th grade graduation. So like, yeah. So anyway, it was like things like that, or like, I noticed like some surfboards in your garage. And I said, I'm really into like outdoor. Like, when I moved to California, I was positive I was going to learn to surf. I bought a wetsuit because I was like, I'm going to surf all the time. I go to Ocean Beach, I'm going to surf. But my apartment is literally too small for me to own a surfboard. Like, I don't have room for a surfboard. Like, that's how limited. I know, like, it's, the world's smallest violin, but, we're happy, we have a good time, but it feels like, we want to be adults, we want to take the next step, we're ready. I feel like we have what it takes, we have the money, and we just want to do it. And you have a beautiful home, and it served you guys really well. You're a beautiful family, and we basically, we kind of want that. We want to take those next steps, and it looks like a wonderful place to do it. So thank you very much. And I do mean this genuinely. Like, you do seem like cool people, and I know this, like, you get like emotionally attached. I know, like, I move out of here, I want to hold on to this place and like rent it, to a coworker or a friend, and come back for real. Like, if we had to buy in the house, come by, have a beer, like, take in the view, whatever. Like, that's totally cool. Like, you seem like you'd be fun to hang out with. Yeah. So, thank you so much for listening to this and considering the offer. Yeah. I think we're willing to, do what it takes here. So, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. That was hilarious.